So John, Varun, I thought we should start by talking about your signature move, the killer abs. Okay, now you are of course a master of this. There's glad rags.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow, I want to see this.
Okay,
Oh my God. Those days.
look at this. Okay,
Long.
Oh my God.
and
That's a
it
transformation.
keeps going. Hold
Are you serious?
more.
Oh yeah.
And Varun, you haven't done too badly either.
I've not done so much.
He's got girls also by his side.
All of which leads to the money shot of the two together. So tell me, what is it like to be sort of the pin-up, the poster boys? I mean, do you ever feel uncomfortable being objectified?
I think, I was just talking to Varun before we came in here, and I said that in Dishoom, I think it's just going to reassert the fact that, and I'm speaking about the actors, I'm not speaking about us, so I'm not trying to be narcissistic here, but we will be probably the pin-up couple of a sort, a duo of a sort after this film, because credit to the director, to the DOP, and the way the film's mounted and the way we've been presented.
Subarna, who bought the
Yeah,
shots.
Subarna, our stylist who bought us those fluorescent
Orange?
orange. And trust me, there's so much work that's gone into us adjusting those shots, the
You have no
length.
idea.
You have no idea.
That
And length
we
of
Tell
the
all. Tell
That we make
all.
it look a little aesthetic. So yeah, like John said that, he said before we came in here, he told me this and he said, Varun, you face the media and they ask you uncomfortable questions. So he said, anything we get stuck at, just strip. So we just strip and then answer all. He said, when you want to answer everything in just one move, he said, that's what you do. And since we are on a digital medium, no.
Okay, you had me there. I was like, holy shit, he's really gonna do it.
We can have fun on this. We can enjoy ourselves on this.
John's like, no, I'm not going
Oh,
there.
you have no idea what John does then. Let me
Really?
just tell you, John's still as naughty as he was when he joined the film industry.
Yeah.
In his heyday, he's
All
still.
this elder statesman look is all
This is
just
just image to you'll feel that now he's getting into maturer stuff and he's getting into deeper cinema.
gravitas and all.
Deep down inside, John's Londa. Yeah, but although it's between like me and him, like those jokes are just between. He'll share with me. He'll tell me.
very boy
Very,
things.
yeah, it's very. Okay.
Okay, but tell me this. Do you ever feel objectified?
He should.
I felt it from my first film.
And you're cool.
And it took me a bit by surprise because before Dishoom, it was always the woman that was really objectified. So with Dishoom and then Dostana and stuff like that, I felt it. And
But
I
you've
was-
actively,
yeah, but I'm okay with it.
yeah, you're comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable. I'm comfortable in my skin, so I'm okay with it.
But tell me, when you do a scene like this, do you have that slight insecure moment where you sideways glance and say, ki, yaar, his abs are more defined than mine?
John, obviously, having done more bare body shots than me,
You caught up, huh, by the way.
he told,
I didn't know you've done so much.
he told me, he said, Varun, this has to be iconic, man. So whatever you need to do, you do. Whatever I need to do, I'm going to do. So I knew that if I can stand next to this guy, I have to get my abs strong. And because he has a muscle coming out of every body part, which is a fact. He has muscles, like insane muscles, which is amazing.
Do you still have sort of one dark night of the soul types, like moments of insecurity? Does Tiger Shroff strike terror in your hearts?
Does he?
No, I mean, you're
yours is
asking
slow.
a body person. I think I'm I'm very happy to see more people like him, and I wish there were more like him.
Yeah.
I'd put Varun, Tiger, and a lot like Ranveer. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They're all in fantastic shape, and in my head, the only thought is that why didn't we have more of these before? But that's because of the school of thought I come from. So the more the merrier for me. I like to see this. And for me, I don't decipher between men and women in terms of anatomy. So if I'm looking at a woman, and I seriously, Anupama, if I'm looking at a woman, and I'm talking about, I'll say, your hamstrings need to be developed a little more, your glutes. I would never look at a woman from an angle of, oh wow, it's only about how you could probably progress. So I'm very happy to see people like that.
For me, honestly, Anupama, it's about the character. I mean, I say this and I can see people's reactions not believing me because they'll be like always.
It's a little hard after.
But honestly, it's about the character and like recently I've just done a body shot in Badrinath where my director told me that I need you to have like hair all over your body, and he didn't want me to even work out that much, but he wanted me to be a little bit more bulkier if you had a akhada body or a little bit if you worked out daily. So I had to do that for the role. If there is a character and someone tells me ki aisa karo, I'll do that. But if I'm doing a film where the director tells me that no, I want you at your best, I want people to like go crazy when they see you, then I will work out obviously.
This idea of mismatched cops is a very well done formula in the West.
Correct.
With the Lethal Weapon,
Correct.
the Rushas. I mean, they're great fun, those movies.
Kota references.
Tell me, how do you mold that for India? What do you do differently here?
It's never been, I mean, honestly, it's not never been done in India, but it's not been done in India for like 20 odd years. And I think Rohit is, again, I don't want to go back to his schooling of being from NYU and being influenced by American films, but he's a very today's director. He understands the pace, the pulse of a younger audience, and he's made a film that's fast, that's fun, that's bright, that's funny at times, got great amount of action. So it's got everything in it, and it doesn't slow down at even a single point of time. It's got that one no-nonsense guy and the other who's a rookie, and I think that's the beauty about the film.
See, when we started off with the film, I think Rohit just came up with the crux of this idea, which was a serious idea, of India's top batsman getting kidnapped. Which, if I told you the same thing 10 years back, you would be like, oh, that's a filmy idea. But actually, in the world we live in today, where it's so unpredictable, and with stuff happening in Dhaka, in Baghdad, in Istanbul, shootings happening in Paris or in Orlando, we are living in a very unpredictable world today. I think a couple of years back only in Pakistan, there was a shooting where some Sri Lankan cricketers were shot at. So this is a thing that can happen.
So listen, somebody on your unit told me that Rohit is a really tough guy. Okay, like tough meaning Sanjay Leela Bhansali level tough. Is this true?
I think Rohit is very passionate about what he is doing, and Rohit is so sure about the shot he wants that if you talk to him, it's like pouring water on a duck bag. You can tell him whatever, and he doesn't listen to Varun.
He doesn't.
He doesn't listen to Varun. So when I go to him, I talk to him, I say, Rohit, maybe, you'll find sense in probably doing it this way. So, he'll be like, yeah, bro, we can do one shot like that.
So I have to go like, John, I think, let me try like that, okay. So then I'll go and stand like that, and then John will go tell him. Then he'll come and tell me, okay, why don't you try?
Yeah.
Because I tell him directly, John imitates that situation.
No, he'll say, Bhaiya, one more, Bhaiya. He said, Varun, enough, man. Varun, I got the shot. Just go. So he's very clear about what he wants.
I'm always sent back to my mark. Like there's a mark, the actors get where it's marked by the DOP. So when I start asking for another take, I obviously move from the mark. I'm like, Bhaiya, let me just do one more. I think I can do it. Just go back to the mark. Just go back to
But he does listen to you at script level. Like, he'll listen to you. He'll take in your suggestions. He's a very collaborative director. But once you have shaken his hand and you've shook his hand and you've said that, okay, we are signing off on this, then don't go back to shake his hand and say, listen, I want to change this, because he's not going to listen.
Then
it's done.
Let's just put it in this way, when I speak for John also. You rather have a director who knows what he wants than someone who's trying to figure out what he wants.
Yeah, and Rohit is...
He knows what he wants, for sure.
But Varun, I was told that he was really hard on you because it's almost like to prove a point. Is that true?
I don't think it was to prove a point.
Because you can't be special just because you're the brother.
I'm not special, trust me. Like the treatment and I say this, whenever I work with my family, I become like I'm just part of the production or the direction. I'm like one of them.
You're no star, huh?
Not at all, zero. They don't think I am anything, I guess.
Action! Got it. No, that's not even seen. So don't even do that. Not even seen. Ready.
But it's still fun because when you're doing a film with family, there's a strange emotion which comes in. I don't know what you call it. It's just there's a thing like you feel everything is yours. So I will never feel if Rohit shooting with John, Jacqueline, Akshay, with anyone that I'm not there. This one. I just feel that every part of this film, every part that now we shoot digital, but every part that gets saved on the hard drive, everything that has been shot is like part of me, you know. I feel so protective and possessive about it. And you know, kudos that I have a co-star like John who feels that way, because he's very close to Rohit.
So when you're being treated badly, you don't get mad?
No, I do get mad. I'm a human being. I do
Then
get mad.
what do you do?
Then I get pissed off and I'm like, you know, what the hell and this and that. And then John comes in most of the time and he's like, guys, listen, I'm the most senior over here. You need to calm down. Just please, Varun, just come here. Rohit, just relax.
Let's say if John just held the two of you, that would be enough. No?
Yeah, he's told us to come. Rohit's pretty tough as well. But
Rohit's a tough guy.
Really?
He's pretty
And
tough.
Rohit, I'll tell you
pretty
something about
big
Rohit.
also.
Rohit is, he's got a small worm in there that's a child. And you have to excite Rohit a little bit. So I just had to push Rohit and say, Rohit, you've got such big biceps. And I heard Varun beat you in arm wrestling. He's like, no, bro, that's not true. I haven't trained. And he's like, no, but I heard that. And he looked at Varun. Varun, come here. I just want to. And he actually arm wrestled with Varun.
We've got it in the making. It's there.
We got
It's
it.
there.
But he is also very emotional about Varun.
Yeah.
So, in fact, Varun is less emotional about Rohit. Rohit is more emotional about Varun.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see it.
Rohit is very emotional about you. You know, we had a chopper sequence. They were tying him into the harness of the chopper. I could see, because I know how it is, I could see Rohit looking at his little brother. My little brother, is he getting harnessed in properly?
Am I sending him for his last ride? That was
So then I just looked at Rohit and I said, listen, then I went to Varun's side. I think I changed the harness.
Yeah. Luckily,
Put
man.
it-
Otherwise,
yeah, that
you
would have
know,
been slammed. again.
Slammed.
Yeah. Changed the harness and then Rohit just looked at me and said, it's okay, right? And so, because he was going at 180
it's
kilometers
crazy.
per hour.
And it's a
on
nosedive.
nosedive like
it's a
this.
nosedive. The helicopter is like going pretty much
We're
90
hanging out,
degrees
right?
down.
Yeah,
We're hanging out.
yeah.
So, and we were actually doing it. So, I mean, that sounds cliche, but there were no body doubles. We were doing it. So, we had to take a lot of care while doing it.
We've got it in the making for everyone who doesn't believe this.
Yeah.
I've shot the making myself. It's there. I swear it's there, because nobody believes this when you say, we've done it ourselves. We've done it. So this
Yeah.
time we made it a point. We shot it. We in fact had phones when we were hanging out and taking like videos like that. That's us.
Varun and his social media, he loves it.
He does. He does. He really loves
He
it.
loves it.
I enjoy Instagram.
He loves it. He loves it. I'm learning a lot from him on that front.
Really?
Yeah. He sometimes I just hand my phone over and say, Varun, just do this for me, and he's yeah, okay, I'll do it.
John, you've said in a lot of the interviews you've done together that his generation, they've got it much better in terms of scripts, in terms of choices. But do you think they're making good use of the opportunities they're being offered?
Absolutely. I see Varun and, I see the level of involvement he has in the way he invests in every character, the amount of hard work he puts into to every little nuance of what he's doing. And I'm not just talking about the way he's looking, just the involvement and everything. But very honestly, I keep reminding him, I say, Varun, the minute you lose touch with reality, you know, people are going to lose touch with you. So it's very important that you have to be the boy next door. You have to hold
How do
people
you do it? How do you keep your feet on the ground?
I'll have to give a lot of credit to Karan, because for Karan, being Karan Johar and the way he behaves with people, the way he is, he's damn down to earth, he's damn chilled
Yeah,
out and
lovely
relaxed
guy.
and very regular in that sense. Everyone's working, everyone's doing their job, and you can't say someone else's job is lesser important than yours. Eventually everyone's doing their job.
But it's nice to say that, but the truth is that stars are the most entitled and the most spoiled.
Very honestly, if I have to put it, I've seen actors troubling my father. Being his child felt bad, so tomorrow if I trouble someone else's father or someone else, I don't want that family to get sleepless nights because of me, or I don't want anyone's family to be that. If someone's losing money on my account, I'd be like, okay, fine, you know,
It's just bad form.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Yeah, it's not
You
good
don't-
karma.
You don't want
It's
it.
just like all wrong.
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah. So you learned social media from him, and what have you learned from him?
Well, I've learned tons from John, yeah.
What?
The way he disconnects. It's one of the
Really?
best things to do, I feel. And it's very healthy, I feel, you know.
What do you do?
One of his films went on to do like amazingly well, and one didn't do that well. And his face the next day was the same.
Yeah, because
He didn't show any reaction to either of them. And I asked him, what's wrong with your film? It's done so well. John, come on. I was like, he's like, yeah, man, it's done, it's good. He likes shooting and the process of making art and creativity more than what that result is going to be. And that is why he still enjoys it. Because you can it's very easy to stop enjoying filmmaking. You can be like one day like I'm bored of this, man. I don't have passion left, because what you have to enjoy is acting. When you're an actor, you have to enjoy that, doing that scene with the actor, or that giving that thing. You can't only enjoy कि box office पे ये हुआ, वो हुआ, इतने fans हैं मेरे, ये हुआ. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, and I think I've seen that in John, he loves what he does.
But that's so hard to do, to stay detached from that
It's
box
very hard.
office. That's very, very difficult to do.
How do you do that?
Yeah, how do you do it?
It's like flogging a dead horse after a point. When you see so many successes and failures, you won't see me like sitting like this, oh my God, dejected. No,
Nothing.
no. You of course, you go back, you make notes, you say, what went wrong? Yes, film didn't connect at this point, understand. Action, never seen before, fantastic, great. Release period, why did you come on this date? Okay, questionable. When
So
a
you
T20,
learn from it.
You learn from it. You make your points and you move on. But who's responsible for that? You are responsible for that. If you start pointing your finger at 5 other people around you, you're never going to take a jab on your chin. You're never going to be a fighter. And to be a fighter, you have to be scarred. You have to fall.
I do this comparison because I loved Shakespeare and I love Julius Caesar. Like they would always say that the mob is very fickle-minded, and how they turned on, Brutus turned on Caesar and they all turned on Caesar. So the mob is fickle-minded. It's a fact. The same people who put you up on this pedestal, anything goes wrong on Friday, they pull you down. Straight away they want to pull you down and bury you that day. Same people. And you can understand if it's the people who didn't like you from the beginning, but there are a lot of people who liked you, who turn on you. And they're like, हाँ वो लोग सही कह रहे थे. That can hurt. And that can hurt. And then, so as an actor, you have to be sure कि यार ये होने वाला है मेरे साथ कभी ना कभी. I have to take it. Like you said, you got to take it on the chin. So seeing someone like him with the stardom he's had and the mass fan following he has among people, when things go up and down, whatever it might be, he just rolls with the punches. He ducks, he hits back, and he's a happy guy in his heart, which is I think his biggest strength. Like there are many things I'm making him do during the promotion, I know, which he doesn't want to do and he would not do.
There's some popular programs on some general entertainment channels, and I say, Varun, listen, our film's positioned in such a way, and please understand that if a film's good, it'll work. He's like, but bro, you know, that program's really popular. and Varun and me keep going up and down about it. But the beauty about us is that we are diametrically opposite in a lot of ways also. And that's why we really gel. There are things that he loves doing where I tell the studio, I said, listen, I can step back here because I know Varun's going to take over. He's going to enjoy and he's going to really do this thing well. And he loves doing it.
I literally saw that. You guys were in a college and he was dancing up a storm and you were just standing there like you said, okay, have your moment. It was just great.
He's like a bundle of energy. So the minute the song started, I don't know what happened. It was like sodium on water. Someone just took off and he was like, I'm like, what the hell? And when you dance with Varun, you realize that this guy moves at least 5 times faster than you can move compared to anyone around.
Yeah, you kept up for about 2 minutes.
I kept up, then I said, this is it. This guy is too much. And I think that's where Varun and me score above a lot of people, is just because we feed off each other's energy.
Totally. Like the first promotion we did in Nagpur, I think we all were dead tired. Jacqueline had some back injury and she had to go to a physio.
Why did she have the back injury, Varun?
She tried to lift John because seeing me how I'm telling you.
You challenged her.
I challenged her.
It's ridiculous.
And Varun is talking to the audience.
And I said, Nari Shakti.
He said, Nari Shakti, and now Jacqueline, John ko uthayegi.
It was like some like 10,000 people. And she got charged because everyone was cheering her name and screaming her name.
Giggly Jacqueline.
She was like, come on. I don't know why I did it. It's wrong.
Did you move? Could she like lift you?
She lifted me.
No way.
She lifted me. I have 94 kilos. And I said, Jacqueline, don't, you'll get hurt. No, I'll lift you. And she lifted me. And next, we're on a group. All of us, and she's saying, hey guys, listen, I've called in the physio, I think I've got a slip disc. Just like, remember? It's like, oh shit, what happened, Jackie?
So we are absolute nuts. This team is really crazy. One person is more crazier than the other, trust me.
When this has been a very tame and safe interview.
This has.
Yeah, nobody would be injured on this one.
Yeah, this is.
But thank you,
Thank you.
and it's been great fun.
I know John enjoyed this.
How,
You
how
enjoyed
can
this?
you tell?
Yeah, I like.
I know what he likes, what promotion he likes.
Yeah.
Day after he won't like.
Where are you going day after?
Some dance show. Hi, this is Varun Dhawan,
And this is John Abraham.
and we just got a message for you that you should subscribe to Film Companion if you want to see some fun videos of John and Varun on Film Companion.